between the visiting Wolves of Western Oregon and your St. Martin's University Saints. Now, here's the starting lineup for the visiting team. At center field, number 9, Owen Biscoff. At catcher, number 5, Colin Irwin. At first base, number 21, John Olson. At left field, number 13, Kieran Mitchell. At shortstop, number 4, Justin Herzog. At third base, number 26, Aiden Nicola. At right field, number 25, Trey Nelson. Designated hitter, number 10, Randy Stoltz. At second base, number 1, Zach Valdez. And pitching for the Wolves is number 22, Dylan Chalmers. Head coach for Western Oregon is Kellen Walker. Assistant coaches are Trevor Podrak, Brady Wood, Dominic Miller, Dylan Rush, and Justin Johnson.
Calling all my soldiers here.
And now the starting lineup for the Saints. Playing at center field, number 3, Austin Shaler. At third base, number 13, Dylan McLaughlin. Your designated hitter, number 6, Mark Stewart. At first base, number 7, Peter Mulligan. At left field, number 2, Damon Ingram. At catcher, number 23, Trevor McCarkle. At left field, number 51, Hunter Sasaki. At center field, number 22, Alohi Areki. At right field, number 0, Ryan Miyazaki. And taking the mound for the Saints is number 34, Cole Hatton. Head coach for St. Martin's is Kelly Gow. Assistant coaches are Joey Swanson, Tyler Raskin, Taylor Boster, and Josh Fulton. At this time, we ask you to please rise if you are able, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America with the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Saints Field here on the beautiful campus of St. Martin's University for a great matchup between the visiting Western Oregon University Wolves and your St. Martin's Saints. On the bump for the Saints is number 34, Cole Hatton. Leading off for the Wolves will be center fielder Owen Biscoff. First pitch is underway, and it'll be a ball down. 1-0 the count here to Biscoff. Beautiful day in Lacey, Washington here. One of the few weekends we're getting a great amount of sun and some great warmth, so should be an interesting matchup between both teams, being able to play under the sun for the first time in a little while. Once fouled off for strike number 2 on Biscoff. The Wolves enter this contest with an overall record of 7-17, while the Saints are, Wolves are 9-11 and the Saints are 7-17. One to the count. Curveball down in the dirt, swing and a miss on Biscoff. Throw to first by McCorkle will be on time for out number 1.
Now up to bat, number 5, Colin Irwin.
As Irwin steps up to the plate now. First pitch will be down in the dirt for ball number 1. Irwin, a .313 hitter on the season this far, as that one will get by the catcher for ball number 2. 2-0 count here. Definitely a hitter's count in the situation, and someone like Irwin, batting .313, looking to swing. Doesn't there as he takes strike number 1. Next pitch is in there for another strike. Two to the count. Patton sets. Curveball is going to hit him on the arm. It's going to be an unfortunate circumstance for Hatton there, as he had him in a 2-strike count.
Number 21, John Olson.
So I'll put runner on first base. One out here in the top of the first, as 3-hole hitter John Olson will step up to the plate. Olson, the leading Wolves hitter, batting at .351 of the season. Swung on a miss, first pitch fouled for strike number 1. Next pitch is going to be up high, just a touch for ball number 1. Looked like a strike from my view, but umpire obviously has a better view there. 1-1 the count. Ball's going to be inside, taken for ball number 2. Runner goes. Pitch is going to be fouled off, and the runner will retreat back to first. Two the count on Olsen. Irwin on first. 1 out. Hatton sets. Ball's going to be hit to center field as Shaler camps under it for out number 2.
Now up to bat, number 13, Curran Mitchell.
As lefty Curran Mitchell will step up to the plate with 2 outs. First pitch is up for a ball. That one's going to be up as well for ball number 2. Hitters count once again for Mitchell. Ball's hit, popped, and foul out of play down the left field line. Two on the count. Hatton sets. Runner goes. Ball's going to be hitting the gap to right center field. Shaler's tracking over, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. The Wolves leave 1 on first and record no hits, no runs. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning as your St. Martin's University Saints will be up to bat. Shaler takes first pitch for a strike. Ball's hit through the right side. Sort of lost view there, but it's going to be a single for Shaler as the Saints have their first hitter on.
13, Dylan McLaughlin.
McLaughlin steps up to the plate now, a 308 hitter on the season. Ball's going to be down for ball number 1. 1-1 the count on McLaughlin.
No, not last week.
Yeah, would I be able to text it
I
to you?
think last year he did.
Ball's bunted down the third base line. Third baseman fields it, makes a play out at first. Successful sacrifice bunt by McLaughlin as he'll advance Shaler's second base to put him in scoring position for number 6 catcher Mark Stewart. Swung on a miss. Strike number 1 on Stewart. Definitely an A swing there for Stewart. Obviously expecting a fastball first pitch here with a runner in scoring position. Next pitch is going to be a fastball again down the middle, it looks like, for strike number 2. And there'll be a balk on the pitcher there as Shaler will advance to third base. Don't know exactly why that was a balk, but home plate umpire called it, so runner will advance. Stewart strikes out on 3 pitches for out number 2.
Next up for the Saints, number 7, Peter Hollabaugh.
We'll bring up freshman number 7, Peter Hollabaugh. Hollabaugh, your leading Saints hitter on the year, slashing at .344 on the season so far. Like I mentioned, Hollabaugh is a freshman, and he's batting in the 4-hole, so big shoes to fill as a freshman. Definitely a little bit of nerves coming in as a recent high school graduate. As he'll take strike 3 looking as the Saints will leave a runner in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on. Well, to the top of the second inning. Score 0-0. Welcome back to the top of the second inning here at Saints Field. As Herzog is your leadoff man for the Wolves. Pitch is going to miss outside for ball number 1. Ball's going to miss as well outside for ball number 2. 2-0 count on Herzog. As the check swing fouls to the backstop and will be strike number 1. Check swing there. Third base umpire said he did. It'll be strike number 2. Hatton has gone behind a little bit on these Western Oregon hitters, but has managed to battle back as he finds himself in a 2-2 count here. Pitch misses outside once again, and the count will go full. Hatton sets. Pitch is going to miss down for ball number 4 as the Wolves had their leadoff runner on.
Aiden Nicola.
Ball's hit through the right side by Alarcon. I apologize if I'm butchering that name.
Up to bat, number 25, Trey Nelson.
First pitch he sees hits it through the right side as Herzog will advance to second for the Wolves' first hit of the game. Runners on first and second. No outs. Could be a potential bunt situation here to get runners in scoring position. As that won't happen. And pitch will be up for ball number 1. Swung on, fouled back for strike number 1. One count to Trey Nelson. Hatton sets. Here's a pitch. Fouled off to the right side. Hopefully not onto the road as Nelson will get down in the count. 1-2. This would be a big out if Hatton can manage to get it. Curveball swung on, hit to left center field. Shaler's tracking, makes a diving catch for out number 1. Beautiful play by Ozzie Shaler out in center field.
Number 10, Randy Stoltz.
Shaler's definitely got some wheels out there in the outfield, so a lot of balls hit to the gaps that could potentially be hits are taken away by him. Definitely a weapon to have if you're the Saints. Ball's going to be hit to right field. Sasaki's tracking, makes the catch. He'll get it in as Herzog will advance to third base.
Next up to bat, number 1, Zach Valdez.
As it'll bring up Zach Valdez. Two outs here in the top of the second. As the first pitch is up for ball number 1. Sure, Haddon would love to get something in play here for his infielders to make a play on and get out of the inning with no runs, as that one is going to be fouled to the left side or strike number 1. One count. Hatton sets. Pitch is just up. Looks like it just barely missed the zone there for ball number 2. That one's going to be a little higher for an obvious ball number 3. 3-1 count, hitters count here. See if Valdez can put something in play and manage to get a run across for the Wolves. Here's the pitch. Ball's going to be taken up for ball number 4 as the Wolves will load him up
Number 9,
for
Owen Biscoff.
leadoff hitter Owen Biscoff. Two outs here for the Saints, top of the second inning. Saints are trying to escape this without giving up a run, as the first pitch will be taken for strike number 1. As Haddon will miss his next pitch up once again for ball number 1. A lot of fastballs missing up in the zone for Haddon. We'll see if he can kind of dial it down a little bit to minimize free bases for the Saints. Pitch is swung on, hit high to center field. Shaler's camping under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Saints escape the inning as the Wolves leave 3 runners on. No hits, no runs. And we'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Saints will be Ingram, McCorkle, and Sasaki. Leading off the bottom of the second inning will be Damon Ingram. Dylan Chalmers on the bump for Western Oregon. Comes in with an ERA of 3.77. Ball's taken outside. Ball number 2. Damon will now be in a hitter's count. We'll see if he gets the pitch that he wants that he can do damage with. Right fielder playing a little shallow. A little unusual for Damon as he is a strong pull side hitter. Two the count. Pitch is swung on, hit, shallow right field.
Next up to bat, number 23.
Nelson
Trevor
makes the
McCorkle.
catch. That'll bring up number 23, Trevor McCorkle. Ball appears to have hit McCorkle on the inside of his arm as he'll get a hit by pitch there, and the Saints have their
Next
first
up
runner
to bat,
on of the
number
second inning.
51, Hunter Sasaki.
As Hunter Sasaki steps up to the plate now. Ball is taken for ball number 1. To all the count here on Sasaki as Chalmers sets. It's going to be a curveball, looks like. Taken by Sasaki for a strike. Once fouled off to the right side of the backstop for strike number 2. Two the count here in the bottom of the second inning. As the count will go full. Pitch is swung on, just foul down the left field line. As we'll reset and go again. McCorkle on first. Curveball down in the zone, swung on a miss by Sasaki.
Next up to bat,
As that'll be the second out for the Saints.
Areki.
Brings up 8-hole hitter Alohi Areki. Left-handed bat. Would love to see a ground ball through the left side here. And he does just that. Excuse me, the right side. As the second baseman makes the play. Tosses to the pitcher for a bang-bang play, and the umpire will call him out. As that'll be the third out of the inning. And we'll head to the top of the third inning as the Wolves will be up to bat next.
number 5, Colin Irwin.
As we'll enter the top of the third inning. Due up for the Wolves will be Irwin, Olsen, and Mitzel. Ball's going to just catch the bottom of the zone there for strike number 1. Ball's hit on the ground, foul down the left field line, as Hatton will get ahead on the count. 0-2. Slider misses down and away for ball number 1. Curveball will miss down. Irwin thought about it but did not bite on that one, as the count will go even, 2-2. Swung on, driven to right field. Sasaki's tracking, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 21, John Olsen.
As that'll bring up number 21, John Olsen. First pitch to Olsen's going to be a strike, what looked like an off-speed pitch. Swung on, driven to center field. Ozzy's tracking back to his right, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Olsen put a good charge into that one, but like we talked about, Ozzy Shaler out there can cover a lot of ground, and he'll make the catch. Hatton working pretty quickly in this one, as he's already got 2 outs here. As Curran Mitzel come up to bat. Two-0 the count here. Hatton sets. Swung on, flare to left field. Ingram's tracking, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, and no runners left on for the Wolves, as the Saints will head to the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off the bottom of the third inning here will be shortstop Rylan Miyazaki. As he'll take first pitch fastball down the middle for strike number 1. Ball's up for ball number 2 on Miyazaki. 2-1 the count. Curveball is going to catch the bottom of the zone for strike number 2 on Miyazaki. Two the count. Swung on, a little dribbler to the right side. Pitcher will make the play and toss it over to first baseman for out number 1.
Now batting for the Saints, number 3, Austin Shaler.
As the Saints will come back to the top of the lineup as Austin Shaler, otherwise known as Ozzy, steps into the box. First pitch taken, ball number 1. Off-speed pitch misses just down for ball number 2. Another 2-0 count here for Shaler. We'll see if he gets the green light. As another off-speed will catch the zone for strike number 1. As a hitter, it's not something you're looking for in a hitter's count there, but that's what pitchers understand, and that's why they throw the off-speed in that situation. As Shayla will foul the next pitch to the left side, and the count will go even, 2-2. Swung on, popped up, foul, out of play, down the left field line, and the count will remain 2-2. Ball swung on, lined right to the center fielder. Ball was pieced up, but I guess the shallow play by the Wolves are playing in their favor, as center fielder just have to take a few steps in to make that catch. As the Saints now have 2 outs, which will bring up Dylan McLaughlin, as he'll take first pitch down for ball number 1. Swung on, lined up the middle, and it's going to be a base hit for McLaughlin.
Now batting number 6, Mark Stewart.
As that'll bring up catcher number 6, Mark Stewart. First pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. Ball's going to be hit up in the air down the right field line, and it's just going to be out of play. Foul for strike number 2 on Stewart. Swung on, lined, shallow center field. Center fielder makes a falling catch for out number 3. as the Saints record 1 hit, no runs, and 1 runner left on. We'll head to the top of the 4th, excuse me. Score still 0-0.
Justin Herzog.
Shortstop number 4, Justin Herzog, will lead off the top of the 4th inning for the Wolves. First pitch swung on, popped up high to right field. Sasaki's camping under it, and will make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 26, Aiden Nicola.
Something you love to see as a pitcher, 1 pitch, 1 out type of situation there. Limits your pitches and also gives you a quick and easy out for the inning. As the first pitch to Alarcon will be taken down for a ball. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering that name. As the next pitch will be grounded to shortstop Miyazaki. He'll make the play for out number 2.
Now batting number 25, Trey Nelson.
So 2 outs here. It'll bring up Trey Nelson. Patton has thrown 3 pitches and has recorded 2 outs this inning so far. We'll see if he can keep making quick work of these Wolves hitters, as first pitch will be down for ball number 1. Off-speed pitch is going to catch the bottom of the zone there for strike number 1. Nelson makes a starting lineup today after only playing in 5 games this far. Only recorded 8 at-bats, as he'll line that one to right field, and Sasaki will make the catch for out number 3. The Wolves record no hits, no runs, and have no runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Saints will be freshman number 7, Peter Hollabaugh. As he'll take the first pitch up for ball number 1. Another off-speed pitch, that time will miss down, ball number 2. Another hitter's count here for the Saints. We'll see if Peter Hollabaugh can do damage on this next pitch. Another off-speed swung on to the left side. Third baseman bobbles it for a second, able to pick it up and make the play for out number 1.
Now batting number 2, Damon Ingram.
It's another situation, you have a hitter's count, but Western Oregon is a lot smarter than that to throw you a fastball down the middle, as they'll come in with an off-speed. Get you on your toes a little bit, swinging out of your shoes in that situation. Hollabaugh grounds one to third base. As Damon comes up, first pitch swinging, a line drive to right field, and the Saints have their first runner on of the 4th inning. First pitch swinging for Damon Ingram there, pays off, as the Saints will look to see if they can score their first run of the game. As it'll bring up catcher Trevor McCorkle. Off-speed pitch is going to just get in there on the bottom of the zone for strike number 1 on McCorkle. Ingram on first, 1 out here. Another off speed will catch the bottom of the zone as well for strike number 2. As that one's going to miss high for ball number 1. Pitches up and swung on, popped to left field. Left fielder's under it and makes a catch for out number 2.
Now batting number 51, Hunter Sasaki.
Chalmers does appear to be one of those kinds of pitchers where he likes to work really quickly. If you're St. Martin's, you definitely want to see something here to kind of slow his rhythm down and kind of change that momentum that he's able to build by working quickly. As Sasaki steps up in a 1-0 count, swings at the next pitch, grounded to the right side. Second baseman will has it. He'll flip to second base for out number 3. As the Saints record 1 hit, no runs, and leave 1 runner left on. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Score still 0-0. as Randy Stoltz steps up to the plate for the Wolves and takes ball 1 down. Next pitch is swung on. Diving play by the third baseman. McLaughlin makes a throw just high over the first baseman's head as Stoltz will advance to second on the error by McLaughlin. Heck of a diving play by McLaughlin. You'd love to see him get up and try to make a good throw, but after making a play like that, it's not the easiest thing to do. So the Wolves are aboard here. Runner in scoring position on second base. As 9-hole hitter Zach Valdez steps up to the plate. Let's see if the Wolves can get their first run of the game. As Valdez shows a bunt. Will bunt it foul straight back to the catcher for strike number 1. As we'll see if Valdez shows bunt again to get that runner over to third. And he will. Pitch is going to be up, though, for ball number 1. If you're Hatton here, you just want to pitch to him, let him get the bunt down, and just take the out. Don't want to get too pretty. Shows the bunt again, and that'll catch the top of the zone for strike number 2 as Valdez will pull back on that one, thinking it was a ball. One-two count. Valdez probably swinging here now. Curveball looks like it just misses the outside corner of the plate, and the count will go even, 2-2. Beautiful pitch there from my vantage point. I couldn't necessarily see where that was, but definitely looked like it was at the belt, so the only other option could have been outside. As this one is popped up high to the right side of the infield. Areki's under it and makes a catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 9, Owen Biscoff.
You'll definitely take that if you're the Saints. Runner stays at second. Doesn't move there, and you record an out. As it'll bring up the top of the lineup for the Wolves. In Owen Biscoff. As Hatton's first pitch will get in there for a strike.
Inputting this game, I've never had to go back and input. So if I do have to do that, would you be able to help me with that after the game?
Off-speed pitch is going to be high, taken by Biscoff for ball number 1. Yeah. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Runner on second base. There's a pitch. It's going to miss high once again for ball number 2 on Biscoff. Swung on, popped. It's going to be in foul territory, but in play, all the balls over to make the catch, and the Saints will record out number 2.
number 5, Colin Irwin.
So Hatton's been able to manage to get 2 outs here while leaving the first batter that he faced on second base. As Colin Irwin steps up to the plate to try to drive in the Wolves' first run of the game. First pitch is swung on, fouled, out of play to the right side for strike number 1. As that one's going to hit Irwin nearly in the face, but luckily it just catches his helmet there.
Now batting number 21, John Olson.
As he'll head down to first base on the hit by pitch. As that'll bring up the Wolves' top hitter, John Olson. Olson's second on the team in RBIs with 16 on the year. We'll see if he can drive in 1, possibly 2. The 0-0 pitch is up and will miss the zone for ball number 1. As the Saints would love to get out of this one and leave runners on. Off-speed pitch, going to catch the zone for strike number 1. You know, as Hatton, you definitely want to be smart here and try to pitch around Olsen a little bit, being the fact that he is the top hitter for the Wolves. As another off speed will miss down this time for ball number 2. Two on the count, 2 outs. Pitch is down in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher McCorkle. Keep the ball in front of him as the count moves to 3-1. Another hitter's count here for Olsen. As Hatton, you want to be smart here and try not to give him something too juicy to hit. Here's a pitch. Fastball fouled, tailing down the right field line, and will make its way out of play for strike number 2. So we'll go full with 2 outs here. Runners on first and second. Hatton sets. Pitch is going to get in there for a strike as Olsen goes down looking. And the Saints are fired up. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Wolves leave 2 runners on. Record 1 hit and 1 error for the Saints. As well into the bottom of the 5th inning here at Saints Field. Score 0-0 still as Alohi Areki steps up to the plate for the Saints. First pitch is going to miss away for ball number 1. Next pitch is swung on, popped high, just beyond the infield as right fielder will come in and make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 0, Rylan Miyazaki.
As the 9-hole hitter for the Saints, Rylan Miyazaki steps up to the plate now. First pitch taken down for strike number 1. Next pitch is going to miss up in the zone for ball number 2, or ball number 1, excuse me. Pitch is swung on in the right field gap, tailing right fielder lays out, and he'll make the grab for out number 2.
Now batting number 3, Austin Taylor.
Miyazaki put a good swing on that one. It's just being a right-handed batter, you hit the ball that way, it's going to tail towards the right fielder. So unless it's barreled up with no side spin, the right fielder is making that catch. As we'll head back to the top of the lineup with Ozzie Shaler up to bat now. Chalmers working fairly quickly as the 1-1 is taken outside by Shaler for ball number 2. Next pitch is up. Ball number 3, another hitter's count for the Saints. We'll see if Shaler can cash in, make something happen here. Another off-speed pitch in a hitter's count situation taken for a strike. As we'll go full. Pitch is swung on, grounded to the right side. First baseman slides over to his right, makes a play to the pitcher for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no runners left on for the Saints as we'll head to the top of the 6th inning. Curran Mitzel steps up to the plate for the Wolves here in the top of the 6th inning. And he'll look at ball number 1. Off speed swung on. Great hack by Mitzel there, but swung on and missed for strike number 1. Mitzel is your RBI leader for the Wolves with 17 on the year so far. As the next pitch is another off speed down, and Mitzel will swing and miss once again. 1-2 the count. Hatton sets. Here's the pitch. Fastball down, taken by Mitzel for ball number 2. Swung on to the right side. It's going to get through on the ground. Second baseman Arecki makes a diving attempt, but just beyond the outreach of his glove for a base hit. So the Wolves get their first runner on of this inning, as shortstop number 4, Justin Herzog, steps up to the plate. First pitch is swung on, fouled straight back to the backstop. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and missed, as a throw down will not be in time. And that'll be a stolen base for Curran Mitzel. Oh, to the count to Herzog. Mitzel on second. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3.
Now batting
As
number
the Saints
26,
record their first
Ian
out of the
Marcola.
inning. As that'll bring up Emiliano Alarcon. Pickoff attempt to second. Nothing going on there. First pitch is in there for strike number 1. Next pitch is going to miss high. Ones across the board here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner on second for the Wolves. Hatton sets. Fastball's in there for strike number 2. One to the count. Next pitch is down.
And then you're trying to enter. Okay.
And taken by Alarcon for ball number 2. 2-2 the count. Runner on second base. Pitch is high. And we'll go full here. The Wolves looking to push their first run across. A great opportunity to do so here with a runner on second base and just 1 out. 3-2 pitch is swung on, fouled, out of play down the right field line. Three-two count. Patton deals. Grounded down the right field line. Fair just inside the bag. As Alarcon will round first and head to second for a 1-out double. RBI double.
Now batting number 25.
As the Wolves
Trey
push their
Nelson.
first run across and the first run of the game for either team. As Trey Nelson steps up now, Wolves have another runner in scoring position. As the first pitch is taken for strike number 1. Next pitch is down for ball number 1. Half swing there on an off-speed pitch by Nelson, as the count will go to 1-2. Off-speed pitch there again. Looked good from my angle, but must have caught on the outside of the plate, or just outside. Taken by Nelson for ball number 2. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on, foul, down on the ground, the left field side, left field line. As Alarcon will retreat back to second, and Nelson will go again. Two-two pitch. Fastball swung on and missed by Nelson, as he'll strike out there.
Now batting number
And
10.
Saints will record
Randy
their
Schultz.
second out. As Randy Stoltz steps up to the plate now. Wolves have a runner in scoring position. Pitch is down, blocked by McCorkle. He'll throw it down to second, and nothing going there. as the next pitch is popped up and foul just behind the right side of the backstop. Ball swung on and hit high to right field. Sasaki's camped under it and will make the catch for out number 3. We get our first run of the game, scored by the Western Oregon Wolves, as the Wolves score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th.
Laughlin.
Due up for the Saints here in the bottom of the 6th inning will be McLaughlin, Stewart, and Hollaball. Middle of the lineup will look to get on base and push a run across and tie this game as McLaughlin grounds the ball up the middle and will get through for a hit.
6, Mark Stewart.
That'll be McLaughlin's 2nd hit on the day, as that'll bring up catcher Mark Stewart. First pitch off speed looks like is going to get in there for strike number 1 on Stewart. As McLaughlin steals, throw down will be just off, and McLaughlin will be in there for a stolen base. So the Wolves push one across in the top of the 6th, and the Saints are threatening to score here immediately after that, with no outs and a runner in scoring position. As that ball is taken by Stewart on the outside edge for a ball. Two on the count. Stewart swings, popped up to the right side, staying in fair territory. First baseman comes down the line and will make the catch just in front of his dugout for the first out of the inning.
Batting number 7, Peter Hollaball.
We'll bring up first baseman Peter Hollaball. First pitch swung on, missed. Strike number 1. Hollaball is your leading Saints hitter, so you'd love to see something put in play, maybe in the gaps or even in the outfield to score McLaughlin. As next pitch is swung on again, fouled back to the backstop, as Hollaball will go down 0-2. 2 strikes to hollow ball. Next pitch is taken high for a ball. As Chalmers sets the 1-2. Swung on. Down the right field line. Just tails foul. As the Saints would have loved for that one to land in fair territory. Push McLaughlin across. As the count remains 1-2. That pitch is going to hit him as he'll get a free base.
Now batting number 2.
And we'll bring up Damon Ingram. Chalmers ahead there with a 1-2 count. It's not something you want to see, but unfortunately the game of baseball will be the game of baseball. And the Saints are threatening to push their first run across here, as the first pitch to Ingram is taken outside for a ball. Next pitch will catch the zone for a strike. 1-1 count. Ingram has a hit already in this one. We'll see if he can manage to do it again to score McLaughlin from second base, as he'll take an off-speed pitch for strike number 2. Next pitch is swung on foul behind the backstop, as Ingram's fighting that one off. One-two count. Pitch is swung on and missed as Ingram goes down swinging.
Batting number 23. Trevor McCorkle.
For the second out of the inning, and it'll bring up catcher Trevor McCorkle. First pitch will get in there for strike number 1. Next pitch is going to miss for a ball. As the next pitch will be down, slight check swing by McCorkle there, with the appeal to first base umpire will not go in favor of the Wolves, as it'll be ball number 2. Another off speed will catch the zone for strike number 2. Two outs, 2-2 count here on McCorkle. Saints looking to push their first run across. Chalmers sets. Here's the pitch. Grounded, dribbler to the right side. First baseman comes in to make the play, and Chalmers covering first base as the Wolves get out of that one. The Saints will go No runs on one hit, no errors. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Western Oregon Wolves leading 1-0. Due up for the Wolves will be 9-1-2. It'll be Valdez, Biscoff, and Irwin. First pitch swung on straight back towards me. If I had a glove, I would have made that play. But backstop's right in front of me, so can't exactly make that one. As the next pitch will miss the outside of the zone for ball number 1. 1-1 count. Off speed, looks high. Nearly hits Valdez there for ball number 2. As that next pitch is swung on, popped up foul just behind the Wolves dugout for strike number 2. His next pitch is going to be popped foul down the right field line. Sasaki giving chase. Just a little too far for his outreach glove there. As the count will remain 2-2. Two count. Here's the pitch. Ball misses down in the zone and we'll go full. Pitch is swung on, hit high in the center field. As Shaler will camp under that one and make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 9, Owen Biscoff.
I'll bring up the top of the lineup for the Wolves in Owen Biscoff. as the first pitch is swung on and popped high just beyond the infield on the right side. Second baseman Arecki camps under that one and makes the play for out number 2.
Now batting number 5, Colin Irwin.
So another potential quick inning here for Hatton. It's definitely something you'd love to see for him, as with the way he's pitching, you want him going as long as he can. So being able to minimize pitches for him will be able to maximize his innings, as his first pitch is up in the zone and will catch the zone actually for strike number 1 on Irwin. Next pitch is going to hit Irwin on the shoulder, as he'll get a free base on the hit by pitch.
Now batting number 21, John Olson.
Hatton and the Saints are not new to hit by pitches, as I believe Hatton holds the record for St. Martin's for most batters hit. Could be wrong there. Don't quote me on that. As his first pitch to Olson is down for a ball. Next pitch is swung on, driven to left field. Ingram giving chase, and he'll make the catch just in front of the warning track for out number 3. Olson put a good swing on that one, was able to drive it out to left field, but Ingram playing in the right spot. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. The Wolves score no runs on no hits and no errors. Due up for the Saints will be Sasaki, Arecki, and Miyazaki.
Hunter Sasaki.
Leading off for the Saints in the bottom of the 7th inning will be right fielder Hunter Sasaki. His first pitch he sees is taken for a strike. Off-speed pitch is down and taken for ball number 1. Next pitch is swung on line to left field. Left fielder's not going to make the play. It'll bounce right in front of him, and that'll be a single for Sasaki as the Saints get their first runner on. As that'll bring up second baseman Alohi Arecki. Fun fact about Arecki, he does indeed cut hair. And if you see a fresh haircut on any of these St. Martin's baseball players, just know that it is done by Alohi. As first pitch drag bunt attempt will go foul on the right side. Not a bad idea by Reki there, as he is a lefty and has a little bit of wheels as a pickoff move attempt to first base by Chalmers. Well, he'll show again and will bunt it successfully down the right side as pitcher Chalmers will make the play for out number 1.
Now batting number 0, Rylan Miyazaki.
Successful sacrifice bunt there by Reki to advance Sasaki into scoring position for shortstop Rylan Miyazaki. As the pitching coach will come out to have a conversation with Chalmers. So it'll be 1 out here for Miyazaki with Sasaki on second base. First pitch is up just over Miyazaki's head for ball number 1. You'd love to see Miyazaki just stand in there and take it for a free base, but ball thrown at your face, typically most of the time you're going to move out of the way. As the next pitch is driven back to the shortstop, and Herzog will throw the ball back to second base and double off Sasaki there. As the Saints will record 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Wolves leading this one 1-0.
Now batting number 13, Corinne Mitchell.
Welcome back to the top of the 8th inning here at Saints Field as
And now
the
pitching for the
Saints
number 50, Caleb Okada.
will bring in a new arm in Caleb Okada. So Hatton's day's done. Throws 109 pitches, 63 strikes, and gives up just 1 run. As Okada's first pitch is swung on by Mitzel, fouled out of play on the left field line for strike number 1. Next pitch is swung on and driven to the left center gap and will not get by Shaler, as Shaler's able to get in front of that one and get it in to minimize extra bases.
Now batting number 4, Justin Herzog.
So the Wolves get a leadoff single here in the top of the 8th inning. And we'll bring up shortstop Justin Herzog. First pitch is an off speed to Herzog, and we'll get in there for a strike. As Herzog shows bunt, Okada's pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Okada has made 7 appearances thus far with an 0-2 record, pitching 12 innings and striking out 10 as Mitzel steals second and advanced to third on an error throw by catcher McCorkle. So no outs here for Herzog. 1-2 count. Runner on third base. Okada sets. Pitch is inside, taken by Herzog for a ball. As an off-speed pitch is going to miss down and away. Herzog thought about that one, but count will go full. Okada sets. Here's the pitch. Ball down in the dirt, taken by Herzog for ball number 4, and that'll be a walk.
Now batting number 26, Aiden Nicola.
As that'll bring up Alarcon. My apologies once again. As pitching coach for the Saints will head out and talk to his pitcher as well as the infield to figure out a first and third situation here. Runners at first and third for Alarcon, as the first pitch by Okada will miss away for ball number 1. Nearly gets by McCorkle there. McCorkle having to make somewhat of an acrobatic catch on that one. As the next one will catch the outside corner for strike number 1. corners are playing in. Middle infielders are playing back with a double play. As the next pitch will be taken for ball number 2. Pitch is swung on, fouled down the right field line. As the count will move to 2-2. Two pitch. Swung on and missed for out number 1 as Alarcon goes down swinging.
Now batting number 25.
And the
Trey
Saints
Lopez.
have the ability to get out of this inning without giving up a run on a double play ball. As Trey Nelson steps up to bat now. Okada's first pitch to him will catch the zone for strike number 1. Nelson shows bunt and will foul it off backwards to the backstop for strike number 2. I'd love to see that one put in play there, possibly score a run and also move the runner over, but unfortunately ball goes foul there. As the next pitch is swung on, pop to the right side, tailing, foul, out of play. As the count will stay at 0-2. Runners on the corner for the Wolves. 1 out. Okada's pitch. Swung on, missed. As Okada will record his second strikeout of the inning.
Batting number 10, Andy Stoltz.
'As Randy Stoltz up to bat now, takes the first pitch for strike number 1. Saints would love to get out of this one without giving up a run. Next pitch is down in the dirt, blocked by McCorkle. Runners will not advance. And the count will move to 1-1. Okada sets. Pitch fouled back to the backstop for strike number 2. Two outs, 1-2 count. Runners into the corners for the Wolves. Here's the pitch. Swung on dirt. Strike 3 called. throw down to first base by McCorkle is in time, and Okada strikes out 3 in the inning. The Wolves scored no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and they leave 2 runners on. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Wolves still lead this one 1-0.
Now batting number 3, Austin Taylor.
New pitcher for the Wolves here in the bottom of the 8th inning will be number 12, Bryce Bond. Enters this contest with an 0-2 record, throwing 6.1 innings while striking out 10. As Ozzie Shaler steps into the bat, he'll take the first pitch for a strike. As the next pitch is taken down as well for strike number 2. So in the hole early for Shaler, 0-2 count. They'll look to battle here. Bond deals, swung on and missed for strike number 3. As Bond records first out and his first strikeout of the game. As McLaughlin steps in now. First pitch by Bond is taken at the bottom of the zone for strike number 1. Bond seems to be living at the bottom of the zone here. Got great velo on his fastball. We'll see if the St. Cedars can catch up to it. As the first off-speed pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Oh, 2 pitch taken by McLaughlin and catches the zone for strike number 3. McLaughlin goes down looking as Bond picks up his second strikeout of the inning. I'll bring up catcher Mark Stewart. See if he can get something going here. First pitch to him is an off speed and taken for ball number 1. First time Bond hasn't started with a fastball here. Respecting Stewart a little bit. As his next pitch is fastball down. Taken for strike number 1. Next pitch will miss down. Two one count on Stewart. Pitch is swung on, grounded to the shortstop Herzog, and he'll make the play to first base for the 3rd out. Saints go 3 up, 3 down as they score no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. We'll head to the top of the 8th inning. Due up for Western, top of the 9th inning. Due up for Western will be Valdez, Biscoff, and Irwin.
Now batting number 1, Zach Valdez.
As Okada will remain on the bump here in the top of the 9th inning for the Saints. Wolves will bring up number 1, Zach Valdez. First pitch by Okada is swung on, fouled behind the right side of the dugout, of the Wolves dugout, that is. Next pitch is down and the dirt, gets by the catcher for ball number 1. Pitch is swung on, driven up the middle for a base hit by Valdez, and the Wolves have their first runner on here in the top of the 9th inning. We're back to the top of the order now with leadoff hitter Owen Biscoff. Biscoff shows bunt. First pitch is high. Biscoff pulls back and taken for ball number 1. Easy pickoff attempt there. The first, nothing going for Valdez. Biscoff shows again. Tries to pull back on that one, but fouls off for his first strike. Biscoff showing bunt again. Okada's pitch. Successfully bunted right in front of the catcher. McCorkle gets it and makes the play to first base for out number 1. Successful sacrifice bunt there by Biscoff. We'll put Valdez in scoring position for 2-hole hitter Colin Irwin. Wolves lead this one 1-0. We'll see if they can extend that lead by pushing another run across. Opportunity to do so here with Valdez on second. And the heart of the lineup coming up. First pitch to Irwin is taken for a strike. Okada sets. Off speed is in there, called strike number 2. Oh, 2 count. There's a pitch, fouled, out of play behind the Wolves dugout. Next pitch is going to get by the catcher McCorkle and go all the way to the backstop as Valdez will advance to third on the wild pitch. That'll put a runner on third base for the Wolves. An opportunity for Irwin to get a sac fly. Saints playing with their infield in, trying to minimize runs. As the next pitch will miss up for ball number 2. Okada sets, deals, pitches swung on and missed for strike number 3. As Irwin goes down swinging for out number 2. Saints looking to get out of this one and trying to keep the score at 1-0. It's going to be a little bit of a tough task with Wolves' best hitter John Olsen up to bat now. As Olsen will go into a 2-0 count. Have to be careful here if you're Okada. Don't want to give him something to hit. Off-speed pitch is in there, strike number 1. Also not looking for that in that situation. as the count moves to 2-1. Okada sets. Off speeds in there, swung on, driven to center field, and Ozzie Shaler will make the catch for the third out. And the Saints head to the bottom of the ninth, trailing 1-0 as they look to get offense going and push a run across to tie up this game and potentially win. Western Oregon scores 0 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. And the bottom of the ninth here, the Saints bring up Hollabaugh, Ingram, and McCorkle as Hollabaugh takes the first pitch for ball number 1. Saints need to get offense going here if they want to extend this game and or possibly win. And you've got the right guys up to do it. Next pitch is swung on by Hollabaugh, popped foul behind the backstop. As the 1-1 is taken down for a ball. Very close there. A little bit of a borderline pitch, can go either way, but Hollabaugh gets the benefit of the doubt there. Next pitch is swung on, pop to right field. Right fielder's over to his right and makes a catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 2, David Ingram.
It'll bring up left fielder Damon Ingram as he looks to extend this inning for the Saints. First pitch swung on, drilled on the ground, foul on the right side. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. O2 pitch just misses the zone, taken there by Ingram for ball number 1. 1-2 count here for Ingram. I'll put a ball in play and get a runner on. Off-speed pitch is down in the dirt, swung on and missed by Ingram for strikeouts and out number 2. As that brings up Trevor McCorkle. Two outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Saints desperately trying to get a run around. First pitch swung on, popped up on the left side, and will go foul out of play. As McCorkle will go down in the count 0-1. Next pitch is in there for strike number 2. Saints down to their last out and last strike here in the bottom of the 9th. On pitch misses the zone for ball number 1. Pitch is swung on off Bond's foot right to the second baseman as he'll make the play to first base and record the final out of the game. Game 1 of the series is taken by the Wolves 1-0. Chalmers picks up the win for the Wolves and Bryce Bond records the save. Game 2 of this doubleheader will start in approximately 30 minutes, as we'll be right back for more action here at Saints Field for Saints Baseball.